Hello everybody, welcome to Data Visualization with Python Laboratory. In this video, we are going to learn about program number 7. So program number 7 doesn't have part B, there is only one program in this. So about Seaborn plot. Let us see the syllabus, then we'll proceed further. Here is the syllabus. The program number 7 says that write a Python program which explains the use of customizing Seaborn plot with aesthetic function. So here for the Seaborn plot, what are the different aesthetic functions are available, how to make use of them in our plot, we are going to see in this program. Okay, before going to the actual code, we will just see what is Seaborn and what are the different aesthetic functions are available in this. I'll use my digital notepad. I'll write and show you people. Seaborn is a Python data visualization library. It is like Matplotlib, how we have no, but it is this Seaborn is built on top of a Matplotlib, which is used to design or make creative or attractive graphic designs by using this Seaborn. Seaborn works well with the data frames and provide a high-level interface for drawing plots, making it simple to create complex visualization compared to Matplotlib. Okay. Now let us see the different functions, the aesthetic functions which are there in Seaborn. We will use those functions to make our graph more attractive and stylish. So the first function, there are many functions are there. I'll list a few. The first one is say set style is there. Set style is one function which is used to set the visual appearance, the style of our graph. For example, we have the parameter for this is dark grid. Make a note of this, dark grid. And we have white grid. We will see all those things practically. White grid is there, dark is there, then white is there, then ticks are there. Like this, the parameter we can pass to this. This is one function, aesthetic function, that is the set style. And the second one is say we have set context. Set context. Set context. For this parameter you can pass what is this set context? So here it changes the sizes of the plot element, like font, the axis or the text, okay, etc. for the different context. For example, paper, notebook, chart, poster, all those things are there. We will just pass this for our function and we'll notice the difference. We have the paper, then we have the notebook, we have the talk and poster. Okay, these are the parameters that we can pass to this. And the next function I can say you is set palette. PALLET, set palette function. So here the set the color palette for our plot. Set the color palette. We have the option called deep, and you can use muted, and you can use the pastel, okay, or you can use the cool warm, cool COOL warm. Many are there, you explore and add to this. And the fourth one is we have dspan is there, dspan. So here the dspan, what it will do is dspan it removes the borders, around the plot. So it remove the border. Whenever we plot something, we will get the borders now. For example, if I use bar graph, I'll get this left border and the bottom border. So if you don't want this, you can despan those border. Yeah, for that we have left is equal to true, means so this left border will go, and then right is equal to trim in right side. If you have any border, that will go, and top is equal to true, bottom is equal to true, the bottom border will be removed. And we have a set theme. We have one more function called a set theme. So here what you can do is you can create your own theme. You can create your own theme, and you can pass a style set theme in the bracket. You can pass the parameter as a style is equal to what type of style you want, white grid you want, dark you want, or dark grid you want, come up palette, what type of palette you want, muted, okay, or cool warm, and the context, what type of context you want. All those things you can mention in one line, and you can have your own theme. Now let us see how to write code for it. I will open Jupyter Notebook. Here I'll go to desktop. I'll select, I have created one folder, and I'll create a new notebook here. Okay, first what I'll do is I will import the Seaborn library. I'll give some shortcut name for it, say SNS. I'll give this. Then I'll import our matplotlib. I'll give one shortcut name for this. Done. Okay. Now see student, one more thing I forgot to tell you. In the Seaborn library we have the different data set, inbuilt data set. Yeah, inbuilt data. If you want, you can create the data set and load that, or you can use the data set which is there in a Seaborn library. For example, we have the data set called tips. So in this data set we have the restaurant information, like what is the total bill, what is the tips given by the customers, and what type of customers are there, how many are the male customer or female customers, and what is the tips generated, or what is the total bill generated during the weekdays, weekends, all those things. This is I'll display and show you the data set of this. Now one more data set is there called flights. In this data set which has the information about the number of passenger monthly wise for a particular airline, that is there. And we have one more called Titanic data set is there, which contain all the information of the passenger which aboard the Titanic, their age, and the classes, which class, and whether they are survive or not, all those information which is there in this. And we have one more data set, very famous, the iris data set, which contain the information about the iris flower, petal weight, petal height, sepal height, all those things. Now you can explore this, and you can use any of the data set. I will demonstrate by using this tips data set. Done. So what I'll do first is I will load this data set into a variable. I'll use the variable called tips. Then I'll use the Seaborn shortcut which I have created, and I'll call the function called load data set. Load data set. No need to create, but it is already built in. You can use that tips, but name should be proper, tips. So we have loaded our data set. If you want, I'll just print and show you the data set. Just you can say print tips. Now you run only this, you'll see the data set. Yeah, now you can see here there are so many the rows are there. Here they have taken 244 rows and 7 columns. So this is the total bill, and the tip for the waiters. Here the gender, female or male, and whether they'll smoke or not, and what is the day, Sunday. Here actually in this tips data set they are considering 4 days, that is Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and timing, whether it is a lunch, breakfast or dinner, and what is the customer size here. Understood? So this is the data set. If you want, you can print and show this. Now for the time being I'll remove, I'll print at the end. What we are doing here, we are plotting one graph and we are using the aesthetic function which we discussed. I'll plot one graph, say SNS dot, I'll plot the bar graph, say bar. In this what I'll use is, like for the bar, what I want the x value is equal to, say I want day. So here day is there, this day I'll write in the x-axis. Okay, I'll consider those values. And for the y-axis, on particular day, what is the bill? Y is equal to the total bill. So this parameter, total bill and day I have taken. Now there is a hue parameter. For this like on what basis you want to display the graph. I'll display the basis of this gender. Yeah, so I'll give here the value for that parameter value I have given. Yeah, now from where we are taking this x is equal to day and the total bill and all, we are taking from the data set, correct? No, data set, where it is, which is there in the tips variable, that I have to pass here, comma, data is equal to, I'll just say tips. Then now I will call the function called a show, plt dot show. So done, this is our program. But what they have asked here is, use the aesthetic function and make it a good representation. For that I have to use the aesthetic function. What are the aesthetic function we discussed? We discussed many aesthetic function. I'll use them with the help of the shortcut which I use for the Seaborn library, SNS dot set style. SNS dot set style. What type of style you want? You want dark grade or white grade or dark, all those things we have discussed. No, you can use anything. So I'll just use here dark grade. Okay, dark grade style I want. Then next like context, what type of context you want? SNS data set context. Say I want the context paper or talk. Okay, talk I'll take. And I want, next one is a palette, color palette. What palette I want? Color palette, PALETT, color palette. Say I want the cool warm. Okay, I'll change later all those things. Then I want yeah, I don't want those left bar and right bar, so D-span I'll use. I'll say left is equal to true. I don't want the left border. Bottom is equal to true. Bottom border also I don't want. Okay. Then if you want to set the figure size, figure, then fix size, it depends how much you want, you can use it. I'll use 8x4. Then after this title, legend and all will give later. Yeah, I'll just execute this. there is an error here. The fixed size is equal to, we have to use, no. Now run this. Okay, here one more error we are getting. The Seaborn has no attribute called bar. We don't have, I mean Seaborn doesn't have the attribute called bar. You have to write bar plot. Bar plot. Okay. Done, student. Now you can see here we got the legend and we got the bar plot, but we will place this legend somewhere at the top, and we can resize this, everything will see. Okay, now I will add the legend. Plt dot legend. What title I want for the legend? I want a title is equal to, say, gender. I want I'm giving it, and you can give the font size also for this. Font size say I want 12. Then like the gender is there, no, that size what you want. Title font size, title font size. Is equal to, say, title font size I'll use 12, and the normal font size I'll use the 10. Yeah, I'll run this. Now you can see the size of this is 12, and this size is 10. Okay, legend we have added. Now let us change this. Dark grid is there, no, dark background you can see dark grid. I will just use dark. I'll run this. Now see here, no grids, only the dark background is there. White grids. Now white grids. Yeah, white grids is added. Like this you can see, you can change and see. Now here the talk is there. For this I can use paper, no, paper. Run this. You can notice the difference between in the sizes. See, this is the font size of this. The font size of this is changed if you use paper. The different option which we discussed now, the parameter, you can use them. The color palettes are there. The color palettes we can change it. The color palette, it can be deep. See here, the color is changed. We have muted. Pastel, all those things are there. Please change and see the difference. Next is this D-span, which is used to remove the left border and bottom border. Yeah, and top border also you can remove it. Now this is the figure size we already discussed. Now we have loaded our data set, and we have plotted the graph and the legend. If you want, you can set the location also here. Say location is equal to upper, I'll just say right, upper right. I mean our legend should come this side. I'll run this. Now you can see our legend has come upper right corner. Okay, so student, that's it. Very simple program. But here they will ask you what are the different aesthetic functions are available. Why do we need the Seaborn library? All those things. Practice well. Thank you so much.